You are approaching Saturn. You are only seconds away. I have arranged for you to meet my companion. He will lead you. Watch and listen. Please, don't disappoint him. He doesn't like that.
We are 5 years away from entering the 21st century. Humankind stands on the edge of the interactive age. You have come a long way. But are you ready for the future?
Introducing Sega Saturn. Aww, hit it! Sega's next-generation gaming platform. Revolutionary sports and arcade gameplay. All with amazing new 3D experiences never before possible on home game systems. Wow.
Sega Saturn. It's how you play the game.
What's happening?
Sega Saturn, the benchmark of engineering excellence, combining 3 32-bit RISC processors with 5 additional processors to create a head-snapping 500,000 polygons per second. Wow! Experience Sega Saturn's monster torque and parallel processing power. All the speed and handling you'd expect. And every inch a Sega.
You thought you knew how to play the game? But no one has played this hard, this fast, this real, until now. Come, look into the world of Sega Saturn.
Virtua Fighter! Panzer Dragoon! Bug! Black Fire!
Sega Saturn, the most powerful, the most technologically advanced game system anywhere.
Yeah.
Sega Saturn is the newest and most indulgent taste temptation from Sega, delivering crystal clear digital video and rich, creamy 3D graphics. And each unit is topped off with a delicious DSP chip dedicated to scrumptious CD quality sound. This gourmet meal from Sega goes oh so well with all of these yummy, mouth-watering titles. NHL All-Star Hockey. Clockwork Night. Daytona, USA. Worldwide Soccer.
Sega Saturn!
Incoming!
Go farther than you have ever gone before. Sega Saturn. Play your games in the 21st century and leave the rest of the world behind.
Thank you for your attention. Now it's time to explore your inner realm. Open your brain and look inside. Prepare to enter the theater of the eye.
Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Rods and cones report to the orbital socket.
How nice. We're trimming the toenails. What's that?
Optic nerve, this is the brain. What's going on down there?
The eardrum's going off! Go get help!
We're having a breakdown, 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 we're having a breakdown.
What else can go wrong?
Urgent synapse on line 2. It's the sphincter.
What is going on up there?
Sega Saturn.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. 500,000 polygons a second.
Me, see.
16 million colors.
Me.
Wreak some havoc in your head.
Sega Saturn.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. Real sports.
Keep it down a little.
Real fast.
Optic nerve here. I am gonna need some help.
Real painful.
Sega Saturn.
Now you may return to the world as you know it. And remember, look for Sega Saturn. It's out there.
Cool. Hey everyone, welcome back to Saturn Saturday, where we play various Sega Saturn games on real hardware. Got my second player here joining me, although he's going to be first player today.
Hello, hello, hello.
We are playing, I'm just going to say Cho Aniki. I'm not going to try to read out the entire name because I'm going to butcher it. Now you're going to see sometimes on the screen here, you might see the Elgato logo pop up because every time this game switches to the AV mode, it changes like the internal resolution and stuff, and so that kind of flips the Elgato out, but you're not missing anything. It pops right back up, so a little warning there in case you see that and you're like, what's going on? But not much I can do with that except for like buying a lot more expensive like RetroTink or something, and I don't have like $800 to put down on a RetroTink 4K.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this is an interesting side-scrolling shooter. So I'm just reading from the Wikipedia here. Basically, the name of this means the actual title of this version is Super Big Brother: The Ultimate Most Powerful Man in the Milky Way. And it was released originally on the PlayStation the same year that the previous two titles in the series were released. The game features digitized sprites instead of the hand-drawn anime-style art from the other titles. And it was released for the Saturn 3 months later. The subtitle of this game is loosely translated into, as I said, The Ultimate Most Strongest Man in the Milky Way, for the ultimate invincible, most galactically powerful man.
That's quite the title.
Yes. The game is based on the engine of the first two Cho Aniki games. You have the two characters here. I'm probably going to butcher these, but it's Idaten and Benten are here again as the main two characters. You have Koji Hayama returned to score a few of the songs for the soundtrack, along with Don McCow, Taku Iwasaki, and I've not rehearsed these, by the way. Sanae Kasahara. I probably butchered it. And this originally came out on the Saturn, March 29th, 1996. Just have to watch some of these. Strongest man in the Milky Way.
This is quite the opening entrance.
Yes. So we'll go ahead and start here. And in the beginning opening here has just a single player on it. So I'll let. Okay, so the options here, second one down is 2-player. Yeah. And then basically just choose who's going to be first player, who's going to be second, so which character you want to be. Ultra time. Okay, so while this is running, I'll read out the story. Now, this is coming from the manual. It says, once upon a time before Bill was called Botii, the universe would be thrown into fear because of one man, the ultimate invincible strongest man in the galaxy. His name is the ultimate invincible strongest man in the galaxy. Idaten sets out on a journey with his apprentices, Adon and Samson. Those are the two strong guys with the holes in their head, in order to defeat the ultimate invincible strongest man in the galaxy, who trembles the galaxy with fear. And then this is supposed to be from the intro, so this is probably what we're seeing maybe right now, or it might have been in one of the pre-roll things. Because once upon a time, Lord Braham appeared. He saw the ultimate invincible strongest man in the galaxy rampaging through the galaxy, and called out to Idaten and Benten, who live in the heavens. This is a quote, "If we don't stop him, we'll be in trouble. But since you guys are currently weak, Benten will have angels to accompany her. I have found 2 companions for Idaten. Team up as a group 3 to defeat the ultimate invincible strongest man in the galaxy." The 2 heroes each took their companions with them and went off to war. So this is the best thing I figure out from this intro. Now I will admit we're using actual replay codes so that we can actually get through this and not have to keep replaying levels. But we'll try to just take advantage of that and actually try to play it. So this, I'm thinking you're supposed to have the superpowers. One I'm thinking happening, and would have died, because if you fail on this and die, you just go down to the end and it kind of shows a little FMV of you dying, I guess. And then you go on to the next level, and then that's when the second player joins in. Right now he's playing as Idaten, and it says he is one of the champions of the gods who live in the heavens and is called upon to protect the galaxy. Ever since being saved by him, the brothers Adon and Samson both admire and look up to him as their big brother. Idaten's depictions have remained constant through the series, although appearing as young as looking and muscular with blue hair and wearing blue pants, wrist weights, and gold crown. He appears in almost every game in the series, being mentored by titles where he doesn't appear. Now, even though we have the action replay codes on, the life bar will go down, gets to the bottom, and then it never goes after that. So those must be power-ups.
I think they're, power-ups are points.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'm shooting it. Well, the different buttons do. Oh, hey. I guess that spreads my shot out a little bit. Okay, not changing.
All of this seems perfectly normal.
Yeah. Anything out here at all. Yeah, this is definitely like they're using the digitized people that was real big back in this day when we started having lots of storage on CD media. We're like, oh, we can use actual images instead of press sprites. After a while, my little angel people stopped shooting.
They got tired.
Trying to hit buttons and see if they'll do something different, but they're not.
I wonder if there's some sort of innuendo with it.
Music's dumb. What it's supposed to be.
Yeah, the whole series is pretty much just a big joke.
I did read in like some references to some other games that kind of refer to this. I didn't write any of that down, but so infamous. There's several other games that kind of made reference to this series. Boom, boom, boom. Oh.
It's almost like it was like some sort of like an art project. Like someone, you know, this was like get somebody out through college.
Yeah. Laughter.
I think it's the cherubs on your character.
One of them's asleep. I don't know, I got a little bit of a spreader shot. Not sure what they're doing.
My two dudes are just floating there.
I think they're just, from what I gathered from here, I think they're like, cherubs are supposed to be accompanying me. I think that they're supposed to be like flying you because they're too weak or whatever. Dotson.
My dude's just doing all the swimming, and these two other guys are just just hanging out. It's time for track and field.
That's some jump right there. You go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
It actually has a pretty good like feel to it, like moving the character around. It's not too fast, not too slow.
It's a legitimate shooter.
Yeah. I've had some of these games like this where it's like you either move slow and it's like you don't feel like you can get out of the way, or you're moving fast and control it.
There's smoke coming out of that guy's derriere.
Oh, what happened to my cherubs?
You took too many hits.
Oh, okay.
My biggest issue with this is a lot of the bullets are very small.
Yeah.
It's not like a Topolin kind of shooter where the bullets are like a very different color than everything else.
So Benten, the character I'm playing, the female, says is one of the champions of the gods who lives in the heavens and is called upon to protect the galaxy. Though she's relatively young, she's already become important and helpful ally to Idaten and the other heroes. Not my cherubs are back.
Oh, those guys do a lot of squats.
Fish. I was like, I'm not hitting it, it's just floating up.
It's part of the background, I guess.
Yeah. The eggplant. Kind of weird. Used to be like, they call it, little ink blot things in Mario Brothers Underworld levels.
Oh, like the squid things?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're squat squids.
Under the sea.
Well, that clown showed up, so I guess this is the boss.
Boss time.
Boss.
A frog snail? A snail of some sort. What are my cherubs doing?
Cherubs are like hanging out with the frog.
Here. Oh, no, come back.
Every bit of this is same.
Oh, now we got the shell. Oh. Taking like massive damage. You are.
Without, yeah, this is a tough shooter.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I thought there was like arcade versions of this, but it was only all the versions were only released on like home consoles, from what I could tell, with all the different versions that are out there. Finishing up talking about Benten. Benten is a character whose appearance varied the most throughout the series, and Cho Aniki, a really long name. This is the game we're in right now. She wears a white dress, robes, trading it for a light blue stripe and leotard. Okay, and then there's other things in other versions. Eagles. Well, I'll stick a bullet
to the cherub.
Yeah, halo. Trying to shoot the merman back there. That has to be one of the strangest things I have ever seen. Is that even on his back?
I think it needs to be surgically removed.
like a green UFO or something.
Look out, there's tiny little man seagulls coming from behind us. So what other games you playing right now?
I'm still trying to get through Tomb Raider 3 Remaster. That's a long game. All those games are much longer than I realized. They just announced them. They've got 4, 5, and 6 coming out in February, I want to say. I may hold off on doing those because I'm kind of burnt out on Tomb Raider right now. I never played them originally on the when they came out, like the PlayStation, because I didn't have a PlayStation like when it came out.
Yeah, that was during our more impoverished.
Yeah. I was one of those weird people that was like, who's Sony? Like, they're not a game company. Like, I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation. They don't know gaming.
Yeah, we'll get a Saturn.
Yeah. So I had a Saturn. I finally owned a PlayStation like after I think I had a PS2. I bought one used, and I kind of got into collecting some of these at flea markets and stuff. I've got a couple of them actually. There's one of the PS1s that came out towards the end of July. PS, ONE at the end of it.
One of the those little compact ones.
Yeah. And this also says talking about Benten. She appears in almost all titles in the series, with her only notable absence in Cho Aniki Senora Protein Dimsu.
A classic.
Yeah. And apparently, one of the games in this series, I didn't realize this, is a fighter. I was like, interesting, so it's not a shooter. And I think they got another one that's a card game. Looking through the whole series.
Maybe someday we'll cover all of this series.
Yeah, I can't remember which one the fighter was on. That was one I was kind of interested in checking out. I think it was on, let's say this Super Famicom, but I can't remember right now. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The ladybugs.
Oh no, those ladybugs take a lot of hits.
I tried to pick one up. I thought it was a power-up. I think I did see one of these games listed on PSN, but I don't know if it was available in US or not.
I would not be surprised if it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think we're their demographic for this.
Hey, NSO has rated apps now, so maybe if that was one on the Super Famicom, we could release it. I don't know what this would be rated. ESRB had to rate.
Weird. There's not really anything.
It's just a bunch of like bodybuilder people. And,
it's just
and speedos and weird things popping up and half merman, half crab people or whatever.
They generally seem friendly. It's just that you'd probably learn like the macronutrients and stuff. Could be getting, if anything, from these guys.
Okay, can we kill those things?
I'm just doing my best to dodge them.
I was like, that's a lot of bullets. I think I have one of those laser shots. Hit every button and nothing's happened.
Run faster! Gotta get in here 10 kilometers a day. I think that's every time you take a hit, bro.
The laughter.
Yeah.
I think it's the cherubs getting hit. I don't know if I would actually sustain damage when they're hit too, or I don't know. They're not kind of spread out. It's difficult to avoid anything.
It's kind of the problem with a lot of this shooter is it's hard. It's not quite a bullet hell, but
I probably would lose them like if I didn't have invincibility. Like probably as they get hit, they probably might like go off or something.
Run faster!
Oh,
oh it's
no, another stage.
What is it? A bowl of fruit? What?
Curry and rice.
Red curry. Oh. Laughter.
Didn't pay attention. There's 6 levels on here. I'm not counting. I'm not sure which ones we're on.
4?
Sounds right.
Let's see, there was the first stage, there was
this is the 4th boss.
There was the track and field, then there was the beach.
Oh, we had the underwater and then the beach. That's probably the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These transitions really do push the storyline along.
Hey, Get Lost Games, thanks for joining us. Sound effects are crazy. Yeah. The whole thing is crazy.
There's the sound effects just one of the many crazy.
What's the guy doing? Like rock climbing?
Like an exercise in Tibet where they just climb the walls and hang.
Yeah. So what games have you been playing?
I got through Dragon Quest III 2D remake.
What'd you think of that?
I played the original, like a translated Super Nintendo ROM back in the day.
Yeah.
It is really good to actually, I guess, play a properly translated version.
Yeah.
Plus, it's an HD remake, so they do a good job with those.
Yeah, I've got it on the Switch, but I still haven't put it in yet.
It's a good 40-50 hours just to get through the story, and then, you know, if you want to get everything, you're going to be putting in a good 100 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of why I feared. I didn't want to get into something that long just yet.
It's kind of motivated me to maybe go back and try, like, Dragon Quest VII. It's probably the only one I've never been able to get all the way through.
Yeah.
It's probably the longest Dragon Quest, and probably also one of the more controversial in its length.
Yeah. I only played a few of them. Of course, I played Dragon Warrior, you know, when it came out on the DS.
You got it from Nintendo Power.
Yeah, when you subscribe to Nintendo Power for 3 years, they sent you a game, Dragon Warrior. So that's when I played that one. And I've got like the not virtual console, but like there's 3 versions of it on first 3 on, I want to say Xbox, that you can buy that are basically the original versions of it. I bought those but never did play through them. They had them on sale for like a couple of bucks or something.
Yeah.
When I played through Dragon Quest 11, played through that on the Switch when it was the first one that only had the, whatever you called it, wasn't deluxe, but it was like extra stuff added to it.
Yes.
And then eventually they released that on the other platforms too. Those are, I think, the only ones I've ever really played all the way through.
I would probably say my favorite in the entire series would either be 11 and 5. So if I'd suggest any of that of the Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior series, it would be 11 and 5.
Yeah.
8 is a really solid one as well. It came out on the PS2.
Yeah, no, 10's the one that's like online.
Yes.
But they have an offline version of it in Japan. Never made it here. Yeah, I keep always hearing rumors that they'll release Dragon Quest 10 offline in English in the US, but hasn't happened yet.
I would be surprised at this point. It's been out so long.
The Get Lost says 2 players so cool, like 2 big whales in a pond of piranhas.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like one of the few actual 2-player simultaneous games in this series. Most of them were just 1 player. That's when I saw another one was like 2-player, and that's when I found out that was the one that was a fighter. Okay, so he's transparent. I guess I can pass through him. I have 1 cherub. My other cherub's doing something weird.
Our helpers are just hanging out.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, they're just like, we're
dancing over there. Stealing those moves.
they're a little too coordinated for me.
Is this Thomas the Train?
This is such a weird game.
Cherub's getting hit. Asleep though, I'm like,
he's doing his job. Just the sheer amount of damage you have to put on these bosses.
Let Thomas out. Oh, he's coming back for more. Maybe. Something's happening. Okay, this is just animation. So the 2 big guys that are with you, Adon and Samson. Adon is the prince of the Builder planet, along with his brother Samson. Ever since being released by Idaten, Adon has remained an important ally and helper on missions. Adon appears as a bald, muscular man wearing only a Speedo and wrist weights. He and his brother originally looked identical in their first appearances, so later titles gave Adon a tanned skin to differentiate him from his brother. And then Samson, who's the lighter colored one, appears as a bald, muscular man wearing only a Speedo and wrist weights, as we always see that. To say in Cho Aniki Cinnamoro Protein and Detsnu. Oh no, I'm butchering that. He grows a mustache and sideburns. And then my cherubs that have been following me, I think these are the cherubs that are following me. I don't know. Are those the same cherubs?
Sure.
Okay. Mika and El are a pair of cherubs who've lived in the heavens and frequently serve as sidekicks, for Benten. Being cherubs, they're often depicted as a baby-like appearance, with Cho Aniki Zero giving them more of a comical look with oversized bellies and adult faces. Oh, got another
one-player stage.
Yeah.
I guess this is the bad guy again.
I'm wondering if this is... we haven't done, I don't think, 6 levels, so maybe leading up to the final stage. You Get Lost says, you'll probably get your game when I get my White Knight Chronicles 3. Yeah. I was supposed to have Tales of Grace's F come in yesterday because it came out, but it's going to be delivered today. Deliveries have been kind of weird here. We're in an area where Helene hit. Still, deliveries have kind of been off, where it just takes longer to get stuff than it used to. I used to get a lot of stuff I pre-ordered from Best Buy to ship. I'd get it the day before. Like the last Yakuza game, I got it the day before it actually released. I was like, oh, this is cool. Hey, Pinky. Is this biblically accurate JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Yeah, I don't think those are biblically accurate angels, though.
Not enough eyes and feathers. I like the Mercury painting in the background and stuff.
Yeah, I'm expecting like
very psychedelic.
Yeah, what is it? The song they always play anytime it's psychedelic stuff. Bow, 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 now, 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 bow, bow, bow.
Smoke over the fire.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of that.
Over the water. Wow. This guy is amazing. He can do all this and not throw up.
Hopefully this isn't a stage where you just keep going until you get hit. Until you die. I would think eventually they would like move you off of it. Especially if you got that huge laser, because you can last pretty long on this and never get hit.
Yeah, I'm letting a lot of stuff get by me too, just to see if it'll cause any. I mean, I'll bump into stuff too, but
yeah,
we do have a cheat code.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like you've got all the superpowers. So that's why you're had that huge laser that you don't normally have. You also don't have any stats on the screen now either.
I thought this was supposed to be the big bad guy, or the hat.
Maybe eventually. They say on the PlayStation version you can skip these stages by pausing it and hitting select. There's no select button on the Saturn, so I tried on that first stage when I was testing this out, and nothing would let me skip past the stage. Okay, that's probably it. Stop. And then it changes. Okay. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
What are the fingers?
They're giving you the finger. They're dive-balling. Can you imagine a photo shoot for this game? All the oil.
Smell. Now, if I hit my C button, my cherubs do that. I don't know what that did.
Yeah, my guys like go out.
And I hit it again, and nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like, you guys, you don't need us anymore.
I wonder if it might be a quick invincibility thing or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it spreads out the shots.
Oh, they stopped shooting. Wow. Taking any damage. I can tell.
This is like the spaceship in R-Type.
Let's take it to not Carrier Air Wing, the one before it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. UN Squadron?
UN Squadron, yeah. There's a lot of those tips where you go around them like that.
You have to take it apart piece by piece.
Yeah.
His chest
I'm
carrier.
having chest pain.
Well, we took out his chest carrier.
Hey, Splintered One. It says LOL. Yeah. The weirdest series.
I'm glad I requested this one.
Yes. I don't know if I ever played any of these or not. I think I've seen some of them before, but I think I had a MAME system that had maybe some of these on it.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be MAME, but it was like, had a whole bunch of different... Since there's not an arcade version. Oh. That looks painful.
Well, we just took care of his groin gun.
Oh, I guess we took out every part.
We took out an important part.
Another boss, or is that going to be it? Oh, okay.
Yeah! This guy in the background doing a squat off the side of that building. Doing a pull up off the tower.
Is this the factory where they put these guys together or something?
Yeah. It's the bodybuilding. Oh no. Get through the fists.
Okay, now we got the final music, so or the opening music replayed, so brain, I guess. Or what our sidekicks are doing.
They're hanging out. They're like, you guys got this. We're gonna go hang back here and have some smoothies. Having migraines.
Hang on.
My dude like running sideways, or is that just like a really bad swim?
I'm gonna turn my head sideways, trying to see
what it is.
It's partly up, so I guess he's supposed to be like running in the air or something. Mine just like has her dress flowing.
It's just that last little bit of brain, you know? There we go.
That'll be it.
Please don't let that be the end of this. Please don't.
Yeah. Oh, no, another part. Maybe some of those may have been mid-boss stages.
I'm kind of curious to see what this most swole man in the universe, or whatever his name is.
I swear if it's Arnold. He's like an international star back when this came out, so. Arnold.
So much oil.
I cranked up last night the old Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube.
Yeah?
And I played that in a long time. I forget how much more difficult that game was compared to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like I can get through the 150cc's with gold trophies pretty easily, but this is definitely a lot more difficult. The power-ups don't. It doesn't like boost you as much.
Yeah.
And if you're in first place on Double Dash, you actually get some power-ups that can be useful. Where on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you're getting a banana. That's all you'll ever get. So it's kind of fun. Definitely have to learn the controls a little different because the power slide's a little different.
So what motivated you to go back? Was it seeing the Switch 2 promo and that looked like it might have been a video of Mario Kart 9?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. A lot of people have been saying, man, I'm looking to bring back Double Dash. And so I was like, yeah, I haven't played that in a while. It looked like it still had an old save on my memory card, which I was surprised of. At least on that memory card, I never got past, I never got gold on the 150cc's on that, so I don't think that's my original save back when it came out. I think that's something when I picked it up and they played it one afternoon somewhere. Because, you can just play over and over until you finally get, first on all the tracks.
Yeah. Rapid fire bazooka.
Yeah, Splintered One and I were reminiscing yesterday when I did that, being up at 2 o'clock in the morning playing Mario Kart 64 in college.
Man, the days.
Yeah. Remember we would do the battle mode on that?
Oh god.
And I would just get a red shell and just hide in a corner somewhere.
Just cheese it.
Yeah, and just snipe people.
Or wait until the rest of us had offed each other and just go in for the win.
Yeah, because the goal is basically not how many people you hit. The goal is not to be hit.
Yeah, to survive.
Yeah. And I didn't see a battle mode on this. Although I don't know, maybe because I didn't have the second controller plugged in, but I can't remember if Double Dash had a battle mode because I didn't see it in the menu. Oh, that music stuck in my head. The Spinner One says that naked kata music before you get to the boss. Yeah. Get your Van Damme out there.
Naked katas. So are they hanging out and watching, or are they flexing? Want to see how things go? Is it like Cheers, where everybody knows your measurements? Everybody knows your max squat?
Pass me the protein shake.
Power-ups are not Guy.
No.
In this stage.
Yeah. Look, I'm actually building up something. guessing probably when you get hit, you're still losing your power-ups. So that's probably why I haven't had much before this.
Yeah, you get hit, you lose. You lose 1 or 2 levels.
I guess that's the meter at the top. And it looks like, I guess, once you run out of power, that's when you die. Maybe. Maybe it's combo power-up and life meter.
Well, let's put it in the context of this universe. Probably protein.
Yes.
When you run out of protein, you're not as swole.
Slanging and banging. Yeah, I'm debating whether I go ahead and start Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, or do I do Tales of Grace's F? Or I don't know if it's maybe Forte, or I'd just say F. I got both of it. Oh, there's up there.
I think that all depends on your personal preference as far as what kind of game.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends if, you know, Dragon Quest is more yours or the Tales series.
Yeah, and then I've got the new Ys too that I need to play. And then
I do love me an Ys.
The new Like a Dragon game will be out. Our Yakuza in just a few weeks.
Already have that pre-ordered.
Yep. That's one I really hope arrives a day early. But I have a feeling the way things have been shipping, it's probably going to be a day or two late now. But I don't know where I ordered it from. I have to go back and check. I do have like a My Best Buy subscription because they had something like buy one get one free, or buy two get one. It was buy two get one free on Switch games for a while, and I basically paid for the membership from what I saved with the free pre-orders. And I basically pre-ordered stuff out for a year. So I get some of the faster shipping and stuff on that. So. Oh. Splinter sent a link to images that I can't open right now, so you'll have to tell me what the image is. Since I've got Splintered one as a model here, you can paste links. Most people normally can't. I think I have that turned off because you'll get spam from bots and stuff. Okay, we're obviously like past what I thought we would be in number of levels. So I think some of them must have been like maybe mid-level bosses or something. I don't know. Because I thought there was only 6 from what I had looked up. But it's definitely got a lot of levels.
Yeah.
A lot of gameplay in this. More than I thought there would be.
So this is like what would happen if, like during Blade Runner, but like bodybuilding.
Blade Runner starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Getting some power-ups this time. I'm afraid to hit the C button. What'll happen?
It moves your assistants out to a wider format.
Yeah, but I'm afraid my shooting will die.
Yeah.
I'll hit it anyways. Let's see. Okay, that's all they do. Now I hit it again, they don't go back.
Yeah, that's my problem with it, is you can't bring them back in.
I'm not sure what it accomplishes.
These buildings are serious about abs. That's
like me if I was to design something.
Abdominal towers.
Haunted Mansion? See, with Gargoyle and everything. Aria. Okay, this must be the final boss, maybe. What is that?
He just coarfed up a hand.
Yo, I heard you like hands. I'll put a hand in your head. A pussy!
Foot.
Just kicked his head off.
That sounds. This is all normal.
Oh, Splinter retracted it. He said, "Baby Cry is annoying."
Yes.
Yeah, and then he said I was going to say Blade Runner, and then it's the Punisher old down sitting in the sewers was what the picture was. That's what I wish YouTube would put in was like image chat, but they don't allow you to post image.
Oh, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. Yeah.
I haven't seen that in so long. Probably since it really originally came out.
Yeah, since it came out on VHS.
Where are they shooting from? I think he needs to see a doctor for that.
Look out, taint beam. Oh.
Okay, let's just take a second. Wait, I think I can. Yeah, you can remove it. What is that? I'm sorry. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
What? Dude,
it's some kind of UFO.
Dude, you could have paused at any stage in this game.
If you hit X, Y, and Z, it gives you a clear pause.
To truly enjoy the majesty.
Why does it do that?
Why does this look like this?
Splinter says, I own it. I guess talking about the Punisher. Yeah. I don't have it any like digitally or anything. I need to keep an eye out and see if it goes on sale or something.
Whoa. Well, okay. This looks familiar.
Yeah. Must be a boss run, maybe. These had also, I remember, I don't know if it's on this one or not, but have multiple paths.
Depending on how good you do or whatever.
Yeah, I bet this is a boss run.
It's going to be a boss run.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely beat the last one a lot faster, but because I'm more powerful now.
They're doing a rose.
Faster! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm taking way too many hits.
I am too. My Arabs are just non-stop laughing. Next level.
You can do it!
Okay, so this is the third one. Count all the.
They're not doing them in order. They're not doing them in the order we experienced them.
Yeah, I was like, this is different. This is not the one that we had last time. Did it find any like strategies for this game? Or I guess too niche here to find a lot written out about it. Found in some of the games it's like this where they'll say, okay, do this here at this point, different path. Nobody's analyzed this game in any of that, at least not in English. I even knew of a good Japanese site to do that. Could you translate on? I would. But... It's like a mortar to the head there.
Our partners are just there.
Yeah. Having a dance party.
All right. Next boss.
Okay, now we got the underwater one.
Oh, this was the best one.
The nail
frog.
Yeah.
There's our fish.
Oh, he's hanging out this time. I figure out what's happening there. What?
Is stretching his nose out and in a red bar.
Rubbed up tadpoles.
Then when you kill the cow.
Yeah, you said that, so I just finally realized that was actually a cow there. Why is there a cow
Why
in the water?
is there a cow in a frog snail? What?
Track and field one.
They're cheerleaders.
Hajime! That last one,
yeah,
got some jump on him. Man.
Getting them to smoke out their rear. Oh no!
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so glad I requested this one.
Wish there were more of them on the Saturn.
This is so weird.
I did pick up the Switch version for those out there that holds like the first 2 original games on this series. I had to import it from Japan.
Beautiful.
The only bad thing is like I can't do any cheat codes on it, so it would take a lot to get good enough to get distance in this, but might still have to play that one day and we just see what we do.
It will not be a Saturn Saturday.
No. It'll be a Nintendo day.
Nintendo
Switch Sunday. I don't know.
Switch Sunday, Nintendo Friday. And that poor guy down at the bottom of this train.
Like following me.
That guy's got the worst job.
All aboard the choo-choo train.
It's the
all aboard.
Protein train.
Hadouken!
see where it falls apart. The splintered one says Human Centipede Tower. And then Pinky says this is an ad for men. Is this an ad for men's swimsuits? Oh yeah, here comes the top, spinning top.
Oh yeah, these things.
Oh, powerful enough to actually kill those things now.
We don't have to dodge them. Run faster!
I've gotten hit. I've not lost any power, so we must just slowly get more power automatically as you go through. I don't know, but maybe since we're invincible, it's not going away.
Protein.
I know the first few, like, half of the game, I was just shooting many little pellets.
There's a bowl of fruit. Maybe it's Metamucil.
This is wonderful music.
The music honestly has not matched anything going on in any of these stages.
It makes me think like anime intros, especially in like the early 2000s, 90s and stuff.
Oh yeah. Or when the American version was always like something different.
Yeah, but even then, the Japanese ones, it would be like, you know, you're I don't know, a wraith that is going around and fighting demons, and it comes up and it's like, yeah,
sounds legit.
Pop sounding music for the intro.
Really makes you feel.
Yeah.
And there's this Tommy gun puppet robot, high octane nightmare fuel, whatever it is.
Gosh.
I find if I just stay down here,
yeah,
shoot this guy in this, shoot this guy in the lumbar.
What is he doing?
They're operating this
okay,
contraption.
Oh, okay. Because you know those what do they call them? Those are actually dudes that dress up as the females in those plays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
in some forms of kabuki.
Yeah, kabuki. That's what I was trying to think. Again, I ask you, what is he doing?
He's operating.
You scratch my back, I'll fire this laser thing. Contact with anything?
I think the mask comes off, and then the bird heads fall from the ceiling. Bird heads and mallets.
Because of course.
Yes.
They obviously go together.
Yes. Bird heads and mallets falling from the sky.
And I had that happen just the other day.
Well, I mean, we have been having some nasty weather lately.
Paraglider parakeet heads. Let's see. Oh gosh. Splintered says, I see a lot of H.R. Geiger inspired machines with those bosses. And we know what he's doing, LOL. He's scratching his back.
Yeah, he was operating it.
Scratch my back, I'll fire lasers.
And we're back to cyberpunk abdominal crunches stage.
Aria here. Makes me think of, which one was that? Final Fantasy VI?
Oh, yeah. Where it had that voice channel. Oh, gosh.
The Pixel remasters, they put that and actually have somebody singing it. And I swear, I play it in English, but honestly, they have the voice options for Italian. Like, I would have just preferred the Italian version because that would have made more sense.
It's supposed to be an opera.
Yeah, so, yeah, the person singing it, I don't think did the best, but...
That is one thing that I'm afraid for the Lunar remake is the voice acting.
Yeah.
For this, especially for the singing.
Yeah.
Lunar 1 had at least the PlayStation version, collector's or complete version.
Yeah, working designs.
Oh, I loved working designs in the 90s. I know a lot of people are critical of their translations, but
yeah,
I loved having the little winks and nods.
Yeah, I never did play it. I may have to go back and play the original version. Other than now the new one's coming out, it's like... Okay, this may be the final dude. We faced this guy before?
I do not remember that one.
I don't remember that face. I remember this background.
This kind of strikes me as being, you know, strongest.
Yeah. From
Or
this Milky Way galaxy.
Swollest dude in the Milky Way galaxy or whatever.
Yeah. Like eating bullets.
He's firing bullets from his booger shoots. Don't let him fist you.
I have the power.
And of course, our partners are, you know, just hanging out.
How are y'all doing?
Well, we're near the end.
Yeah. Poison gas.
Finally, a legitimate attack in this game that we can all understand.
Something we have all faced.
Okay, he flies over there.
Oh, okay.
And then, yep, he's going to attack us with his abs. Or maybe not.
Oh, concentration laser.
Constipation laser? This is legitimately terrifying.
More booger bullets.
Alright, now he's going to fly over here. He's going to get all swole again. He really needs to blow that nose.
Taking a beating.
I need to get that hat.
Turned red, disappeared, so okay. And bouncing around.
He's having a cramp. Boom!
I'm guessing this is the end.
He legitimately looks like he's proud of himself.
I don't know if I can even get Google Translate up fast enough to get any of these. But you won! Two angels say, "We did it!" Wow, I'm so moved, I can't stop crying.
The music.
I wouldn't have been able to get this far by myself. Yes. We were able to win because we all worked together. This is the power of love. Two muscular people, I think is what that said. Okay, let's go home to our hometown. Yay! Little extra flex there. And roll credits.
Wow. This is credits. Yeah, the ultimate invincible galaxy's strongest man is two people. Oh, this is like reading the whole thing. Defeated with the cooperation of two and their companions. Battle mode made them. This battle made them realize this. There may still be some strong people out there in the universe, but
If you put in the effort, you have the potential to become the strongest in the galaxy. That's what I mean. When the second, third, and strongest appear, yeah, I can't get the rest of that.
Yeah.
Today's fatigue. Let's see. It's not to carry today's fatigue into tomorrow. That sounds like good advice. That's why I sleep at night, so I don't carry today's fatigue into tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, this is all the credits. So, what do you think? What's your...
I'm glad that I requested this. It was as unusual and weird as I had hoped.
Yes. Pinky said, is that Spanish? It's moon letters, see? Rio Mai Square. Yeah, that's definitely, it actually is not a bad little shooter, too.
It would have been quite hard.
Yeah.
It's not a bullet hell, but there's like whole screen attacks and stuff that would have been tough.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things like games back then, like once you died, you're just starting over. You know, if they had it like where you could have checkpoints and infinite continues and maybe add some, you could even add some roguelite type features to it, to where every time you come back in, you now have more power and a longer health bar and some stuff like that. I think something like that could make it a pretty good remake, make a whole remake series of all these.
Probably have like a practice mode so you can pick which stage you're having the most trouble with, or what areas to get through.
Yeah.
Before you play through all again.
I'll have to find the soundtrack.
Just rock this.
I actually found it. I just found on YouTube a series of soundtracks for this because I was trying to find the commercial, if they had an original commercial in Japan. I didn't find one. I did find a magazine ad, but I never did find an actual commercial. But yeah, I did find a channel that had like the full soundtrack. So it's something like 22 tracks or something. I can't remember.
So was this your first experience with any of the games in this series?
Yeah, I think this is the first one I played. I'd seen and heard of them, but I'd never played any of them.
I've just randomly played like a few from the TurboGrafx.
Yeah, that's the one I've got on the on the Switch now that they released in Japan. It's kind of surprised. It's supposed to be a collection, but it was like only the first two, because I think they've released the other ones already, another type of collection. So yes.
So are there any more modern? I mean, 2000s, 2010s.
Yeah, let's see. Pull them up here. Pull up the Wikipedia. It had a whole bunch of. Because I think this was only like the third one.
Did they go back to the, I guess, the anime or the drawn style, or did they stick with the I guess, actor photography style as well?
Yeah. Okay. So the first one was on the Super CD-ROM.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that's on this Switch collection I've got. And then the second one was on the Super Famicom. And that was the fighter one. The second game that came out was the fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it says heroes and villains alike battling one-on-one fights, playable characters, basically like a Street Fighter type game. And it lists all the different characters you can play in here. And the third one is this one that we're playing now. It was on the Dreamcast, or not Dreamcast, the PlayStation and Saturn. Horizontal shooter. Next one was on the Wonder Swan. I think that's the one that's in that collection I got, is the Wonder Swan version. And that's an RPG, apparently. No, so that's not the one I have. It's the one I have, the shooter. This one's a twist on the universe pits hero of the previous games on a role-playing video game quest in which battles are fought with playing cards. Yeah, that's the one I was reading. Playing card game.
Yeah.
The next one was, they had a mobile phone version, one that came out in Japan in 2001. That was a sport game, it said. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what type of... Violent Jump Rope chapter is one of the names, so that's kind of weird. And after that, the PlayStation 2 one came out in 2003, and that's another shooter. That's probably the one I had originally seen. A lot of this game centers on Holy Protein, a godlike glob of what may be man goo. I'll just put it that way. Samson and Adon hover around the globe, absorbing enemy fire as they did in previous games. This game lacks playable characters from the previous titles, such as Benten, who only appears in some illustrations shown when the stage is complete. They have Cho Aniki 0. Weird. That must be a sub-series. Yeah, it's a sub-genre. Mobile phone bowling game. Here's the talk about it. His appearances in other games. I never can pronounce this one. Landgrazer series. Yes. Samson and company make a cameo. A hidden level takes the party to an area called Muscle Shrine, where they must fight Samson. If victorious, the party can then use Aniki Summon, the most powerful summon in the game. The cameo exists in the Mega Drive, Super NES, PlayStation ports of the game. Okay. In the Capcom game God Hand, pokes fun at Samson and Adon as powerless yet flamboyant drag queens for the first bosses of the game. Not technically part of the series, but the Wings of War, WOR, known as, I never can pronounce that, Yangun, in Japan and Europe. I've seen it. I don't think I've ever played that game, but I've seen the box art. Yeah. Features gameplay and surreal design similar to the first Cho Aniki game. The Japanese release of the Game Boy Advance game Gem Smashers replaces the 3 playable characters with 3 differently colored versions of Uminin, the original light blue, and pink green as well. And then in pop culture, few outside of Japan have played Cho Aniki series, but many know of the game through the articles written about in such websites as iMockery, Don Baby, and Something Awful. The series is often mentioned in lists of outrageous, peculiar video games. In 1999, Electronic Gaming Monthly ran a passing comment about how the U.S. was thankful to be spared from this shooter, referring to the PlayStation 1 version. Although the comment was followed by a quote, "Not that there's anything wrong with this." And then for the next few months, EGM letters to the editor were dominated by remarks lambasting the editors of EGM for making fun of the game, even though the editors repeatedly told their readership that the game was horrible. I don't think it's actually a horrible game. It's outrageous, but it's actually...
It's a playable game.
Yeah.
It is exactly what you would expect. From box art, from like, you know, if you've seen any pictures or anything of this game, it's exactly what you'd expect. It's a very unusual shooter.
Yes. The Pinky says the thong song should be on the soundtrack for this. Yeah. Okay. No, we're back at, go ahead and go back to the main menu. We have a surprise video here. Scroll down to the very last one. I'm not sure what this is, but it's just here.
Like I said, these guys are probably really cool to hang out with. You'd probably like learn about all your macronutrients and stuff.
Oh yeah. They'd be like, "Bro, do you even lift?" Down on the left, stretch up to the right. I have to wonder who comes up with all these poses. What positions can I get in to flex the most muscles? What you gonna do? That's a Dante. Okay, that was pretty much it. The only other option on the menu is basically the game option.
Okay. The 1-player, 2-player options.
Yeah.
And exhibition.
I guess so. I'll pull up and see what Google says that Translate says that is. I'm curious. Big Brother's Garden.
Well, okay.
So the name of these: Be Manly and Alone. And the second one is A Hot 2-Person Party. And then Lynn is Anxious. I think that may be getting lost in translation. And then Big Brother's Garden.
Nice.
And you can adjust like difficulty and stuff on this, but I think we'll probably call it a day here for that. Oh, and checking out my Ring doorbell camera, I think my game has been delivered.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I've got an email saying that it was delivered. Oh good. That might be checking that out later. Oh, any last thoughts, comments, cuss words?
I think this game speaks for itself.
Yes. I really enjoyed you coming and playing and checking us out and recommending it. If you've got any other ideas in the chat, if y'all want to drop it, let me know of something to play. I'm thinking I may lean into doing Panzer Dragoon Saga in February.
That will take pretty much the whole month.
Yeah, depending on how much time I get to play. It takes me about 20 hours to get through it last time I played it. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully it wouldn't take too long. So, all right, well, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, and until next time, be good.